Hello from web. Hello from web.
Check. Hello. Test. This is not mic. Hello. Mic needs to be louder. Why is the mic not loud? What is the noise gate? No. I'm turning the gain up. Okay, the gain's up. The game's a little hot. Guys, the situation is fucked. The situation is fucked. Let me explain. I wanted to do frog time today, but then I also realized that the Costco card is not on this scene collection. The scene collection that was the Q&A scene was on. And so that is a problem. That is a problem. Unfuck it? No. No, I won't. That is a problem. Yeah, I have to shut down the stream midway through and change to my other scene. So, hold on, I'm figuring this out right now live. I will have to do that. I will have to do that, which is not ideal for me, but these are the consequences of my actions. I think I have over 100 scenes in this scene collection, and the other one is reaching 30. Pazuzu with the 100 stream streak. What the heck? What the fuck? What the heck? There has to be a god. There has to be a... I'm looking in Sammy right now. I'm going to look if there's like a stream streak API thing. Because there's gotta be. Fuck. That is crazy, dude. And it's crazy. It's even crazier that Twitch doesn't have alerts for that. What the... What the F? Upset. Upset. Yeah, your big 100. Guys, today the plan is I am gonna do frog time. Can I ban you? I could permanently ban you if you want. I'm gonna do frog time, and I see some new people here. For those of you who don't know, hold on, I'm gonna pick a good playlist. I feel like unsatisfied with all the playlists we've had on stream lately. I am going to... I have this huge Q&A scene where you can submit questions and it's read out with TTS, and I should probably make it a bit better. Like, I should probably make it a bit better. Oh my god, this thing isn't even playing. The music isn't even playing, saving to the VOD. What's up, Clep? Hello? Oh, you know, I should greet people. I've been bad at this. Goose, welcome to Costco. Pazuzu, welcome to Costco. Lazart, welcome to Costco. Tiger Lily, welcome to Costco. Kron Travis, welcome to Costco. Hugo B, welcome to Costco. Knuckle Bomber, welcome to Costco. Zylicious, welcome to Costco. Eric Plays Base, welcome to Costco. Cyberspace Smart, welcome to Costco. Azure Flash, welcome to Costco. Queen Peacock, welcome to Costco. Yomi Quinley, welcome to Costco. Nyrator, welcome to Costco. Commander Cookie, welcome to Costco. Hale, welcome to Costco. Crazy Kitty, welcome to Costco. MC Bolton, welcome to Costco. Captain Bapton, welcome to Costco. Immortal Player, welcome to Costco. Amblasta, welcome to Costco. Guitar Complex, welcome to Costco. Jock and All, welcome to Costco. Cisco, welcome to Costco. Xenomarky, welcome to Costco. Dave Ross, welcome to Costco. It Swim, welcome to Costco. Tiny Bite, welcome to Costco. MX Alex, welcome to Costco. I think I got everybody up until now. And if I didn't, then no, I didn't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so I bought a game before stream. I haven't started it up yet, but it looks interesting. I bought Shadows of Doubt. Has anyone played that yet? It's a detective game where like you're in a town. You're like a private detective, and then you have to like detect You know, you gotta do some sleuthing. It looks cool. It's a real thinker? Cool. Do you walk in cities? Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Guys, I'm in shambles. You know how they say a man's office is a reflection, a man's desk is a reflection of his mental state? If that's true, they're gonna take me away. They're gonna take me away. If you know the saying, a streamer's OBS scene is a reflection of their mental state? They're gonna put me away. If that's true, they're putting me away. They're gonna come and take me away. If that is true. Ambi dear, hello. They're taking me to the funny farm, absolutely. You know what I realized? I've been moving around some instruments in my room. Some of my instruments are acoustic, and if I played them, you could hear them on the microphone. I think most aren't though. All the lead from the Lunchables I've eaten. I used to eat Lunchables pretty regularly, so yeah. I wonder what our version of like lead in Lunchables is gonna be, or like lead poison is gonna be. Because for boomers, it's like they don't want to build new housing. That's like their lead poisoning. So I wonder what our lead poisoning is gonna be. I think I already understood it, which is like, I think I just want to stop technology from advancing starting today, or like maybe 2 years ago. I'm just like, yeah, we're good. No, just stop it. Just stop. Like the only thing that needs to advance is everything needs to be cheaper and faster internet. That's it. Everything else, chill. Everything else is chill. Self-driving cars, no, give up. Not gonna happen. Public transportation. Bring back floppy. Yes, dude, for real? For real, I think children yearn for like plastic-based compact discs. Like plastic-based compact discs. You know when you watch movies that like imagine the future, they're always putting some kind of card in the computer? Like we live in the shitty timeline where everything's in the cloud. Like people rarely use USB sticks anymore, it's just in the cloud. But in like Blade Runner or something, they're putting in like a plastic card into a computer and they're like, give me that video, and then like transfers to the video immediately. That's cool. It's like very tactile. Miss being able to plug in something to start up a game or movie. Dude, I'm on the same, I'm actually getting equally like boomer pilled. I've told this story numerous times, I want to tell it again. I was practicing some music stuff and, you know, my teacher was like, hey, you got to be practicing with a metronome. And when your music teacher asks you, hey, have you been practicing with a metronome? And you haven't, that's like the dentist asking if you've been flossing, pretty much. And some of you in the chat have an honest answer to that, and some of you have a dishonest answer to that. Let's just say I had a dishonest answer. I started with a dishonest answer, and I answered honestly. I've said this 5 times. Look, man, when I woke up this morning, I hit my head really hard. I hit my head really hard, okay? I'm gonna keep, I mean, I ate Lunchables as a child, okay? I ate Lunchables as a child, and I'm gonna say the same thing over and over again, okay? This is what you come here for like the same problem, the same rant over and over. Anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna say this every time. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna say this every stream. I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna tell this story every single stream from now on. Tried flossing and practicing. No, but the point is, I had to start practicing with the metronome, which is good. I want to do that. That's a good reminder. I like the little click. I like the little click. I like the little click that keeps coming. It's fun to play on beat, okay? It's fun to play on beat. But I used to like play off a metronome, like off a laptop or like my phone. And so I was like sitting down. I have like a little chair. I have a little chair in the corner. I've never said this part. I have a little chair in the corner away from my office. Or like in my office, but like away from it. Away from the main computer, right? Like it's kind of in a corner. It's kind of like a sad chair. Like if someone was just sitting there behind me, it would just kind of look weird. It's like that little chair in the corner of the hotel room, basically. And so I sit on that and then I play just because it's like I'm not in the computer, I'm not distracted, and like just focus on, you know, my hands. And so when I'm away from the computer, I can't access Google for the Google metronome, and so I pull up my phone. And then when I look at my phone to unlock it, I'm like, why am I having to type in my password? Why do I have to type a password or use my face unlock to use my metronome? Something in my life went wrong to do this, so I bought a real, normal device. And that, I mean, look, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again, but that's what we're in for, okay? Too much shit is uploaded to the internet. Like, I'm signed into 4 Google accounts at a time. And to access like the Google Drive that I need, to access the document in the Google Drive that I need to update for streaming stuff, it's like 4 clicks. It's like 4 clicks, like change the account, go to the drive, go to the folder and open it. And it's like, what am I doing with my fucking life, dude? What is happening? What is going on? Where did I go wrong? And so I just bought, yeah, just files and folders, man. Now I just have legal pads everywhere. Yeah, navigating my 6 emails. Dude, and Google doesn't persist it either. It's so annoying. Yeah, I have amnesia to trust chat to tell me who I am. I don't know. I mean, if the Shinkansen Zero stream is of any indication, I can't trust you guys for anything. Anyway. Files and folders, man. Stereo. Was it Human Stereo 1957? Stereo? Wait, Human Stereo 1957. Right? That's it. Okay. Let's do some frog time in a minute. Always flouting. Welcome. Welcome to Costco. We're just chatting it up, and in a minute, I'm going to open the Q&A stream. It will be fun and interactive. Bring back the Fineland cabinet and just print everything out you want to say. That is actually such a good idea. Holy shit. I think I'm going to get a filing cabinet. That's a great idea. Can I put on Space Ghost instead? No. Did they say the metronome story? Guys, I have to tell you, I had to buy an analog metronome. Okay, here's how it started. So I was talking with my music teacher, and they asked me, hey, are you practicing with the metronome? And every time your music teacher asks if you're practicing with the metronome, that's like your dentist if they ask you if you've been flossing. Like, you can have an honest answer and a dishonest answer. And I started with the dishonest answer, but my honest answer was no. So, of course, I have to start practicing the metronome. It's good for you. It's good to play on beat. It's fun. The clicks are fun. And so I'm sitting away at my practice chair. And I go to turn on my metronome. And before I can access my metronome, which is on my phone, I have to unlock my phone. I have to unlock my phone for a metronome. I feel like I've lost my way in life if I have to unlock my phone with my face from my metronome. And so in that moment, I just like went online and purchased like a normal metronome. Is that the cool version of a cuck chair? What is... I don't know what that is. I mean, it can't be good. Or, I mean, I guess it can be good depending on your disposition. I know? No, I don't. Guys, you didn't let me finish the metronome story. I have to start all over again. I have to start the metronome story all over again. Okay, so my music teacher asked me if I've been practicing with the metronome. And that's like your dentist asking you if you've been flossing. There's a dishonest answer and there's an honest answer. And so I started with the dishonest answer. I'm like, you know, sometimes, but really I just fessed up. I'm like, no, I haven't. And so I had to start practicing with the metronome. And so I'm sitting in my practice chair and I have to reach for my phone because I only have a metronome on my phone. I have a metronome app. No, actually, I was not an app. I was using like Google Metronome. So I have to like unlock my phone, go to Google, type in metronome in the search bar and use that metronome. That's how fucking lost I am in the sauce, okay? That's how badly my life went on. And when I realized what I was doing, when I realized I had to access my phone, I had to type in a password, it had to like bioscan my face for me to access my metronome, I knew I just had to get a real life object. That's where everything went wrong, that was like rock bottom of like everything is in the cloud for me. Tutorials at metronome. Guys, I'm saying if you have to... I don't want to unlock anything on my phone anymore. Okay, I'm sure most of you have saw the Humane pin story. So that's like the AI pin that those people want you to wear. It's like $700, $15 a month for like their cloud service. And it was in the Twitter discourse today because like a super popular YouTuber reviewed it and said it was dog crap. And like he's a very trusted name in tech reviews. And everyone's like, oh my god, that's insane. He like is gonna annihilate this company, etc, etc. I mean, there's so many offensive things about this pin, but the one thing that is most offensive is it still just goes to another fucking cloud service. It's just like, what are we? It's all the same thing. The projector part is really cool. I was talking in my group chat saying, if it was like 100, honestly 100 to 250, that's a little steep. But basically it's like a really simple computer. Like, actually, what if it didn't even connect to the internet? That would be pretty sick. Juan David Gombo Asanias, thank you for the raid. What wacky effects are we dealing with today, Mr. Cake Dragon Man? I'm going to do a Q&A stream, and then I am going to play a detective game, and we're going to make some wacky effects for the detective game. There used to be 4 websites on the internet. I do. I mean, honestly, I'm a little less concerned about that there are only 4 websites on the internet. Hot take. I'm not like there are only 4 websites on the internet, and that is what's making our lives terrible. I'm more of a... everything needs an account and login, and that makes our lives terrible. Like, nothing is just a device anymore, I think. That's my brain. Compute is hard to be compact and not energy efficient. Pinging a server is much cheaper. Can you not have like a simple little thing that sits on your chest that lasts for like 6 hours? I think I sympathize with that idea that hardware is hard, but I also, it's like, I don't know what to say, you know. Watches exist? I don't know. The fucking Apple Watch exists? I don't know. I have no idea what those words are, Mr. Cake. But I'm sure they're great words. I've eaten a quarter bag of almond vinegar chips. Are good. You're not gonna believe what I'm gonna tell you about the Apple Watch. Shh. No. It pings the server too? Well, then it does it really well. iMedia, hello. Welcome. I'm just being a cranky old man. But we're going to do a Q&A stream very soon. The other version of the pin that would be cool is it's just the watch and it just syncs with your iPhone. HP account for printer. Yeah, that's terrible. That's horrific. I think that's kind of the modern appeal of like, I don't know, like in the music hardware world, I think that's like kind of the appeal. It's like this device just does something that you don't need to log in for. Except some kind of crazy music workstations now make you log in, which is like, at that point, you're using a laptop. Okay. Anyway. I can't log in anything, man. Oh man, okay, this is... No, I'm not gonna talk about this. No, forget it. No. It's more logging in trauma. It's more login trauma. I'm not gonna do that to you. No, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Gotta go to the gym? Alright, lift well. Get your lobster rolls. Is lobster rolls slang for like a gym thing? The Q&A I think will go great. Thank you. Thank you. Trauma dump on us? Squats and oats. Lobster roll does sound like some gym slang. Okay, you know, in exchange for the fake complaint I had about logging in and logging out, I will swap this in with another story of like something actually horrific. So, one time I was at the gym and they were playing this playlist that was, I think I may have told this story before, but I'm like substituting this in for the thing I faked you out with. They are playing like in my head. There's these playlists that go through the gym, and the best ones are like old 90s dance. It's just like straight old 90s dance house music. The worst playlist, and this is the worst playlist, I like hands down the worst playlist I've listened to. It's like LA dubstep, but it's mixed with like famous movie quotes. And so this one song was doing like a really standard like dubstep build into a drop. It was like I don't even know. I don't know how to do that. How's it go? It's like, get ready to party, which is like not my favorite thing, but you know, people like it, whatever. It's in the gym, whatever. That's just what they do. It's fine. But then the thing right before the drop just like cemented it as this is the worst piece of audio ever created. So it's like, let's get ready to party. It didn't literally go like this, but let's just pretend it did. But then the vocal part, you will know that this was real. So it went like, let's get ready to party. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh, I just have PTSD from that. I'm like, this is so fucking horrible. That was horrible. The entire playlist was not Harry Potter drops, but it was like all adjacent. I made this song. You would just leave? I mean, yeah. It was bad. It's not good. R&D, hello. Was sent here by Blorbs. Oh, I did see the shout out earlier. It's funny when you see a shout out and then your followers list gets completely fucked and you're like, who did this? And you scroll down. Hello, we're about to get into our interactive Q&A, so you came at a great time. Good to have you in the chat. Blurbs is awesome. Let's do a counter shout out. Friend of the stream, maybe they're here. Maybe they are here. They do very interesting coding and development streams, but they're also a gaming streamer, which in my opinion is one of the hardest types of streams to do on Twitch. They stream Sea of Thieves and the finals, which looks like a game that I would like, but I haven't had time to play it. But they're also been really helpful. They've been very helpful to me behind the scenes, so it's thank you. You're asking Coda questions, well, maybe related to TTS voice. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna enable the Q&A redeem right now, so you can submit a question. Can you recreate the horrible drop I just described? I can't. I mean, I didn't even remember it. I didn't even do it properly. All I remember was like, okay, here's another like dubstep drop, whatever. But then the thing before the drop was the most memorable thing because it was horrifying. How's the metronome story? You can do a redeem for the metronome story. Okay, hold on. Let me switch to the scene here. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Right here. Actually, should this let me make it a little more old-timey. There we go. No, let's try it HQ this time. Let's try just high quality this time. Do your own version and put people in line at the end. No. You laughed at my Twitter clips? Thank you. I need to like just upload all those clips to YouTube or something because anytime I do a long thread that isn't just videos, it destroys my timeline. It fucking just annihilates my timeline. Okay, so how this works is you can submit a question and then I can pull your question in and it gets read out with TTS. So let me experiment with that right now. Oh, there we go.
Tell us the metronome story.
Oh, the metronome story. What, aren't you guys sick of this story? Okay. So, my music teacher asked me, are you practicing with a metronome? And I said, you know, I wanted to be dishonest a little bit. I'm like, oh, of course I was practicing the metronome. It's kind of like when your dentist asks you if you've been flossing. So I started like, you know, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I lying? Why am I trying to white lie to my music teacher? I'm like, no, I haven't. And they're like, okay, well, you need to be doing that. And so my next practice session, I sat in my practice chair and I took out my smartphone and, you know, because everything's on a smartphone now, and I went to unlock it and like it had a little error trying to unlock my face. So I tried to get my face in an angle and I'm like, what am I doing, man? I'm fucking unlocking a phone to access a metronome. What am I doing? What is happening? Where did my life go wrong? Where did my life go wrong to be unlocking my phone to use a super simple function? And so that like really radicalized me against like technology and I just bought a normal metronome. The end. Thank you for your question. Let me get some water first. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Tell us the metronome story.
Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Can I get a new cable for my Apple mouse? This one is all bent from using it while charging.
Wait, hold on. No, this is not Apple support. You got the wrong number. This is Frog Time. You probably When you call this number, you probably switch the last number 4 for a 5. It's a really common mistake, but this is not the Apple Store. Sorry. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What are your thoughts on metronomes?
I love metronomes, man. Especially, okay. I do not like digital metronomes. I don't like the ones where you have to hold the button down to get to the count that you need. I like the ones that you either have the little slider or like a knob, like a big knob for the metronome that you turn. But the slider or the knob, but like the digital ones, they're fine, they're cool, but they make me feel they make me feel sad. They make me feel like iPhone. I don't want to feel like iPhone anymore. Thank you for your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
I've been doing some TTS with 11 Labs in my browser source, works great. But the lack of TTS voice is a real struggle, and wondered how you implemented your childlike voice model. I've got some mechanics I want to implement that require better voices.
You require a child's voice. Okay, I understand. So the TTS little hack that I do, it's not really a hack, but I just randomly stumbled upon it. So Sammy is like a standalone EXE, right? Sammy is a standalone EXE, right? But it needs to connect to what's called the bridge, which is basically a web page. It's a browser web page. And I think it talks to the bridge to like send API requests or something with HTML or whatever. It requires a browser that's open. So the standard way to do that is you actually open up an embedded browser in OBS. And so that's like the link between Sammy and your OBS kind of, or like the bridge. But then for some reason, I opened it in Microsoft Edge. And when I did that, it coincidentally unlocked all the Microsoft Edge TTS voices. And those are like all the voices you're hearing now. They sound like very natural and nice, but they're only accessible through Microsoft Edge. I think Blurbs does something, like I told Blurbs this because he asked the same thing. And I don't know how he does it, but for me, I have to keep the Edge browser open with the Sammy bridge. I think for him, there's some way that he interfaces with, like he probably has an Edge browser open and he probably sends something to, trigger it in Microsoft Edge and then like captures that information or captures that audio. So that's the TLDR. It's like use the Edge browser. That's like all the voices I use. There's a lot in there. And the one I use is called Microsoft ANA for that voice. ANA, American. But try all of them. They're really fun. They're really great. I'm going to keep doing this until Microsoft shuts it down, if they ever do. Hope that answers your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time. Oh, and the best thing is, if you're using 11 Labs, you might understand there's a delay. There's no delay for this, because I think it's local, or somehow it's local. It definitely does not take 5 seconds to process the voice. Because I think there are still AI voices, or like they're enhanced with AI. I don't know. They're natural sounding voices, though.
Hi, you're on Bug Time.
Hi, first time caller, long time listener. I was swiping on Bug Tinder and wait, no, hold on. No, wait, no, you're calling me. Nice try. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Please answer. I miss you.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Elu.
No. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here. Hello? I think we lost them. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Undefined.
Oh my god, you scare me. That's actually your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Would you ever consider doing a tutorial video on how to be competent with Sammy and how you do your Armor Suit streams?
That's a good question. I would love to, and I plan to. It's a matter of time. And in my head, I want to plan the videos out, but I think it's better if I just let it rip straight from the dome. Because I think the way I would like to do it is less like a step-by-step thing. Like, of course, there will be step-by-step videos. But the other version is more like the mental process, which is like, in my opinion, Sammy is pretty easy. Like, in terms of like a technical thing you have to learn, it's not that hard. It is not that hard. But the hardest part is, I think, thinking of a good idea and having it all work together. R&D, I'll answer your question right now. I've never seen that. So, like, I don't know. I can't answer that. But all I can say is I can point you to Microsoft Edge has the TTS. I'm gonna save this though, because that does look interesting. Oh yeah, I mean, this looks very promising. That looks cool. Yeah, I mean, I mean, everything, all the words in here seem like it's good. I'm gonna save this. This looks like a good resource. So, yeah, good luck with that. It actually looks really good. That looks really promising. Okay, yeah, so for Sammy tutorials, I would like to do them, but the other part is, I just have to grind that out. And, you know, big things are coming, and I'm kind of working on big things right now too. But I know I have to do the videos. Okay. Hope that helps. I mean, maybe another thing I can say about this is I can kind of give you a quick tutorial right now. How to be competent with Sammy is you have to use it every day, I think. Not use it every day, but use it frequently. Like I unintentionally started doing that because I just like, oh, I want to do this idea today. But I kind of deluded myself into practicing because it never was practice, right? It's just like, oh, I have an idea and I want to make it. And through that process, I just learned what I had to learn. The documentation is great. The Discord is good for questions. And then like, I just coincidentally, every stream, I'm like, I just want to have something new. So that just forced me to do that. And I'm trying to take that mentality to other things because with streaming, I'm much more visual and that's easy. But for other things, you know, I'm not that consistent. So over time, once you understand how Sammy works, you kind of build it in your head and then you just go to Sammy and you make it. It's like, for me, I'll have an idea and be like, okay, I know how to do this. I just need to sit down and do it. Versus like, I'm sitting down and like, oh my God, where do I start? But I mean, Sammy, I think is programming, but it's like, they make it really easy. It's a really intuitive program. And the benefit of Sammy, and actually the benefit of doing like game development or simple web development for programming is you can see your ideas instantly. You get instant feedback basically if it works or not. So I would say, I would encourage you to just like work at it a lot because the advantage you have of using Sammy is you just see your results immediately and you know if you're on the right track or not. That can't be said for a lot of other things. There you go. Okay. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Okay, but have you been flossing?
Of course, of course, of course. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
How tall are you? Answer the question you've been avoiding for 2 years.
I'm like 6'8", maybe 6'9" on a good day. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What do you do for work or with your time, Earl? Specifically between the hours of 8 and 4
Between those hours specifically, I'm asleep for sure. I am 100% Hongshu from 3:30 and 4:25. But my job, I have a normal job in technology. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
I like to hurt people.
That's not a question. Can you stay on the call so we can trace your location? Because that's not a very... Okay, you're gone. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What is your creative process other than big things coming?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually get really inspired by going outside and like doing normal stuff. And then I think in the moment, I'm like, wow, this would make a great stream idea. Now that I say that out loud, that sounds like content is rotting my brain. But I do think it kind of creates interesting and original ideas because it's like, you kind of want to bring the chat along for your actual life experiences in some way. One example is like when you're playing D&D and you like argue at the table. I'm like, okay, a D&D stream would be fun. But wouldn't it be funny if like chat could also argue with you about your rules and the rule set and everything like that? So that's like one example of getting inspiration from stuff. I think with live streaming, it's really you can do a lot because there hasn't been a lot of there's a lot of like ground that has to be tread, and more people are treading it now. But most streams, you know, most hours broadcast into the universe is pretty much kind of the same format. The format is great. It's not like bad, but that means there's an opportunity to do a lot of different things. Sometimes people ask like, how do you grow your channel, etc., etc. Like, I can't say that that's going to grow your channel specifically because everyone does similar things for a reason, but there's a lot of opportunity to do interesting things. Thank you for your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What are your thoughts on Keanu playing Shadow for the new Sonic movie?
Perfect. No notes. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Are you a hamburger or pizza person? If so, what's your favorite?
It's hard to choose. I think I'm definitely more of a hamburger person, but I end up being more of a pizza person by circumstance. Hamburgers, I mean, I live in an area where there's In-N-Out, so I like it. I actually like the fries as well. It's fine. The fries are fine. I'm not a big Five Guys hamburger person. I've never had White Castle. Those don't look too great. And McDonald's is always solid. Pizza. I'm a big fan of pineapple on pizza, actually. Really good. And the Costco pizza. But I like weird stuff on pizza. I like when there's like different stuff on pizza. I don't have a problem with it. It's interesting to me. I'm becoming a burrito person again. Yeah, I found a burrito spot, and so I'm inkling back to a secret messed up third thing. Thank you for your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hi Apple, I ordered my Vision Pro last week, but I accidentally scanned my dog instead of my face. Will that be a problem?
Hey, this isn't the Apple store. This is my stream. I think when you call the number, you may have misdialed. The 4 should be a 5 or the 5 should be a 4. I don't remember, but I can't help you with your Vision Pro. I'm sorry. You can try asking ChatGPT or something. Good luck. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hello, is this Apple support? I'm going back to college for my bachelor's and I need some emotional support.
Okay, well, again, this is not Apple support. And also, why are you asking Apple support for emotional support? They only make phones and laptops. Why am I answering this? Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hello. Is this Bug Dash? I'd like to order a large pizza, pepperoni 1/2, corn on the other. Can I get it by 6?
No, this is not Bug Dash. Guys, no, this is... You're supposed to ask me Q&A. This is not a service. This is not support. This is not DoorDash. This is not emotional support hotline. This is not an emotional support hotline. Okay, you know what? I'm hanging up. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What instruments do you play? If multiple, what is your favorite?
I'm practicing electric bass right now. I would have to say that is my favorite. I would love to learn the piano again. But I really like the bass right now. It's fun. I think for me it's the most fun. It can be really sweaty if you want it to be, but also you can have a lot of fun without being sweaty. I like the way it sounds. I like the way the strings feel. I like a really good bass line is just really awesome to groove with. And I like how it's a combination between both rhythm. Like, you have to be really good at rhythm and you have to be really good at kind of hitting the right notes too. And I think it's like the most not one of the most, but to me, it's a very groove-based instrument rather than like, guitar can be the same. Obviously, you can have rhythm guitar, but guitar also veers into like, you can do a bunch of insane solo stuff and lead stuff, which is fun and cool in a different way. But I like the spot that the bass fills a lot. Thank you for your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
How do you make your eyes do that?
Lots of practice. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Can I get 2 number 9 large, number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 45 1 with cheese, and a large soda?
No, this is not the Carl's Jr. This is a Frog Time. This is my Q&A stream where you can ask questions about the stream. You can't place any orders here. We've gotten a lot of wrong numbers tonight. I'm sorry. Good luck on your quest. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
This seems to do the work for me.
Oh,
https://github.com/rainy2/edge-tts.
next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Is there a practical way to learn HLSL for making shaders?
I have no idea what that is. The shader filter that I use comes with a bunch of preset shaders. And I think you can translate what you're saying into that with like a number. Or like into code that works in the shader filter, but I don't know. I heard the big book of shaders is nice. I've never used it though. I mean, I've seen it, I've tried to learn it, but I have not used it for real. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Been using Sammy for a bit now, and recently practiced doing the Costco card redeem, even added the Twitch profile pic on it as well. It's not a question, just to let you know. Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, that's really great to hear. I've been getting a few messages that I've been getting like a ton of messages actually saying the same thing, and honestly that's really fulfilling. Like, to be real, yeah, the number has been going up. You know, the tweets have been going up, the stream number going up, but the most fulfilling thing is people actually saying that they were inspired to do something new. And that actually is, as we say in the biz, fucking poggers. So thank you for that. Makes my day. Marty, thank you for gifting that to Dragon of Rampage. Move out. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hi Apple, how do I get this U2 album off my iPod?
This is not the Apple Store. And that's permanently on there, I'm sorry. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Big question, Pepsi or Coke?
I'm more Coke, but I just don't have Pepsi available for me. I know Pepsi's like somewhat sweeter. I'm bigger on root beer. Way bigger on root beer. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Mug root beer or A&W.
Oh my god, Justro, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't have access to A&W, actually. I've never seen A&W in a minute. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Favorite consumer soft product? Mine is the Skull Gun, but I wanted it in orange.
I can admit something here. I never finished Cruelty Squad. Game was too hard for me. The one that looks like an intestine. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them?
Yeah, I have. They look nice, I think. I think I have nice hands. There's some, you know, some things I'm not proud of on my hands, but for the most part, I like my hands. That's why I kind of started learning instruments, not because I like my hands, but I'm like, man, I need to get better at doing things with my hands. Hands are good. Hands are great. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them? Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them? Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them?
Okay, Ruri-chan, thank you for the raid. Thank you. We are in the middle of Frog Time, which is a Q&A stream where people can call in, but we're stuck on this one question. Raid warning. That's a scare. That Sigmar emo is very scary. But the sus emo is cool. Have I ever looked at my hands? I'm trying to not look at my hands right now.
Have you ever looked at your hands? I mean, really looked at them?
What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Okay.
What does 2 plus 2 equals?
4? Thank you for your question. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Can we ask joke questions?
That is you used up your question. You've used up your question. Next caller. My sub badge makes me think they changed the check mark. Here's the philosophy behind my sub badge, okay? It looks like the Twitter check mark, right? That's because I can now say you can pay $5 for a check mark on my stream instead of the $8 to $16 on Twitter. And technically you get way more value here, right? You don't get hey, here's the other thing. On like the basic tier of blue check mark, you get half the ads on Twitter. It doesn't eliminate all the ads. It only eliminates half. When you get the blue check mark on my stream, you eliminate all the ads on my stream. You also won't get made fun of. You also will not get made fun of on my stream for having a blue check mark. Right? The value here is crazy. Maybe, okay, I mean, I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that, but you definitely get rid of all the ads. There you go. Can I make fun of you anyway? I guess? Caramel Aaron. I bet you tie your shoes funny. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Can we ask joke questions?
Did.
Have you ever thought about hurting someone?
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Definitely in Minecraft. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Worried about this, the big one coming I keep hearing. What should I be packing in my earthquake grab bag?
I should know the answer to this. Oh no, I don't. Isn't it? It's first aid. Probably a flashlight. Probably Swiss Army knife. MRE. Am I getting it right? Bottle of water and an ID. That's also good. Yeah, that's also good. Oh, well, I gotta charge my phone. Okay. Thank you for your question. Don't listen to me on that. You might get hurt. Next caller, you're on Frog Time. Uh-oh.
First enemy you ever saw.
That's a very hard question. Because I can't remember. I want to say it possibly could have been Evangelion because my friend was showing me it and I'm like, this is not fun. Like this show is not fun. Where's the cool robots? It could have been Dragon Ball, maybe Pokemon. Like it was something definitely like on like an early local channel. I think the one that sticks out to me is Pokemon because like my friends told me to watch it, so I like woke up and watched it. But like a very core memory for me is like watching As a child, someone was showing me the end of Evangelion, and at the end of it, I'm like, this is really boring. And it didn't make any sense, and the giant robots were barely in it. So this sucked. And then I watched Gundam, which was sick. I'm like, this is awesome. Giant, wow, cool robot. So yeah, I mean, I was like Toonami, right? Actual base, yeah. I mean, I had no context for like End of Evangelion. I'm like, this guy is sad. And there's a lot of blood. And this woman is really big. And those are her boobies. And everyone is Tang. And I'm kind of feeling like some weird emotions I can't process right now. I don't like it. And I want to go home. So that was my End of Evangelion thing. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
First anime you ever
Oh
saw.
god. Okay, I'm gonna change this caller right in front of your eyes. What? What? Oh, what's happening? Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, a credentials issue. Why? Wait, it says it was successful. Okay, there we go.
What was your favorite place you have ever visited abroad?
I have to cheat because I haven't been to many places abroad, but the place I've been to the most and I enjoy is Japan. So that has to be the de facto place. I've been to England before. That wasn't fun. I can easily say like going to London was not a good / fun experience. Well, I mean, it was fun because the people I was with was cool, but the city itself was like not interesting to me. I was like, this kind of the messed up thing is I did go somewhere and I'm like, I should get fish and chips, and it wasn't good and it was expensive. And I saw like all the sights in like the afternoon. I'm like, that was chill. But yeah, my favorite place has to be Japan / Tokyo. I don't know if it's just because there are a lot more influencers now, but I just feel like a lot more people have gone there for tourism lately. And in some ways, I mean, that's excellent for them. But the interesting thing about going back to Japan over years is like, this sounds weird, but it just doesn't change. That's like, I guess, a weird thing to say, but I think in some way you really feel it. Versus when I live in a metro area in the US, and like shops come and go like all the time. Like things feel like they're changing in a way. I don't know. What is my favorite thing about it is their infrastructure is insane. It's like their infrastructure is incredible. There's like a convenience store on every block. You can get really good food at all these convenience stores. The public transit is super clean, really fast. I dare say very fun. Like they have all these cute characters on trains. I have a parasocial relationship with the Suica penguin, which is their mascot for their transit card. Like, they do public transit right. Like, you can have a parasocial relationship with, like, different stop. You can have a parasocial relationship with different train stations because they have this campaign where they turned all the train stations into anime boys. It's so neat. I really love it. Like, we could do the same thing here, but we choose not to. Though in the Bay Area, they've started actually introducing anime mascots. It's only the beginning. We're the Pasmo bros. Pasmo, I think from now on you have to get Pasmo. I don't know what the situation with Suica is. And I actually don't know the whole system together. Like how it all works together. Because I think it's like still owned by private companies, but it's like heavily subsidized. I don't really understand it. But yeah, they all have like their own different mascots. The cards are, I don't know, solid. They feel great. Okay, so the crazy thing about their transit cards, so in America, or let's say in America, you get your transit card, you load some credit into it, and you like beep into all the trains you want to go to, right? In Japan, that card works as just like a normal, not a debit card, but like a prepaid card. So you can go to the convenience store and like beep your card there, and that pays for your meal. You could go to a clothing store and beep it there and like use it there, and it'll pay for your clothes. You could go to the arcade and use it there, and that's like your arcade credit. And the juicy trick, that the loophole that they closed, was if you loaded that card with your credit card, that counted as travel. So you could be loading this card, getting travel points, and then just hitting the arcade the entire day. So I think they closed that loophole, but it was sick. Last thing to weeb out. I haven't even talked about anime because, like, I don't know. I'm saying it. I think I'm a boomer when it comes to anime now. Like, I think I'm just embracing the fact that I think like a certain era was just better now and forever until I'm in the ground. Because you're walked through a ton of stuff in Japan, and there's just so much anime / idol stuff that I was just getting desensitized. Like, I was like, at first I was like, oh cool, anime is like on billboards, and then after a while you're just like, it's fine, it's like a character I don't even know. It's interesting. Moe Blob ruined everything. Yeah, Lucky Star especially like ruined everything. I'm saying it. Lucky Star, like in particular, that was it. That was the turning point. We should have known with Haruhi, but then like when Lucky Star came out, it's like it's over. It was over from then. Yeah, so like it's great. I think if you like anime, there's a ton of anime stuff. I went to the Gundam museum. That was cool with the large Gundam statues. That stuff is cool. But there's a lot of other stuff outside of anime that is like really great about being a tourist in Japan. The cultural sites are incredible. Like they really are. Like the shrines and stuff are incredible. Nature is amazing. I went on a hike last time and it was really nice. And the food especially is great. Not only it's reasonably priced, but all the ingredients are very fresh. All the ingredients are very good, and it's like the best version. It's like you just can't get a similar quality in the US. Although if you can, it's like too pricey and it's not worth it at that point. But like the food is actually too goated. Some places I've been have gone close, but like the places in the US I've been to that have gotten pretty close are they have like a pretty dense like Japanese population there. There's like a community of Japanese people there. To the Max, welcome. Sorry, I'm weaving out. Okay, thank you for your question. I answered it in a very long way. To the Max, welcome. I'm just doing a Q&A stream right now. You can use channel points to submit a Q&A.
Have you ever had a dream that you had, you could, you'll do, you once, you could do so, you'll do, you could, you want them to do you so much you could do anything?
With the next caller, you're on frog time.
Undefined.
Oh, was that the end? No. Okay, that's weird.
Should I text my ex to tell her HV? She did the same thing for me a few months ago.
I think yes. Wait, you should reframe this. Is your ex your friend, or is she your ex? Now, I know that sounds like a simple question, but I think in your heart, you know the answer. So if she's your friend, you should text her. Happy birthday. Friends text each other happy birthday. If she's your ex, you know, then you know, maybe give it some breathing room. You know? I hope I didn't ruin someone's life with that. I hope I didn't ruin your life with it. I mean, dude, here's my real answer. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Ask someone who knows you. Ask someone who knows you and your ex. All right, next caller. You're on Frog Time.
Is there a country you haven't been to and want to travel to?
Yes, I would love to go to South Korea because I've heard Korean food in South Korea is like mind-blowing. I want to go to South Korea because I also heard their public transit was rated one of the best in the world as well. And I was a big StarCraft. I am a big StarCraft fan. So I want to check out like the PC cafe culture there as well. I don't know if it's as prominent anymore, but that was always a thing I've always wanted to check out and be a part of. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Korean food. The drinking culture could be pretty hype, I guess. And it's just a part of the world that I've never just really put a lot of thought to visit, but I'd really like to go. Let me think of a non-Asian country. Well, this is an Asian country, but I'd like to go to Vietnam and try also, I guess these are all foodie answers, but like try food, like street food, street market food, stuff off this, you know, local stuff. That sounds pretty hype. Have I not been to? I was going to say Australia. I've been to Australia. I would like to go back. I've never been to Europe. So I don't know. I don't feel like a big urge to go. I'm not a Euroboo, so I guess like all the Asian countries to me are interesting. South Korean street food is legit the best you've eaten in your life. Yeah, stuff like that makes me want to go. I'm not a foodie. It's just like a fun, I don't know, that's a fun thing for me to experience when I go abroad. French food. I heard like Paris is kind of overrated. I went to the UK. Oh yeah. I said to the UK and I said I've never been to Europe. I think a part of maybe this is gross, but like a part of the interest of me of being in Asia is like the culture is like different enough that I'm like, oh, this is like interesting. Like I can kind of expand my mind on how other people behave, different norms and stuff like that. That's always interesting to me. But like when I was in London, I'm like, this is just America. This is just America, and things are pricey, and like the BBC is on TV. Like that's the difference. I think I don't know, Germany would be cool, I guess. Or Italy. But just because like I think they're big tourist countries for me. I don't know the rest about Europe. I would need someone to guide me through Europe. I couldn't go on my own. I heard you can like take a train across Europe. That would be fun for me. Okay. Next caller, you're on Frog Time. Is the food on Australia good, or is it whatever? I really liked it, but I specifically hit up like the cafe culture. Like they have an insanely strong coffee culture. I don't know if this is true, but I would believe it. But the idea is like Starbucks is not as popular there. because like normal local coffee is really, really good. And I believe it. I like absolutely believe it. And the cafes are cool and fun, very chill, and everyone's was very nice when I was there, so it was great. I guess in the same way as like London, like culturally it didn't feel like different, but like I guess in some ways it did feel different because like I don't know, just like the coffee culture is not the same here. All right, next caller, you are on Frog Time.
What is your favorite crustacean? Would you befriend even a clam?
Do mussels count? I think mussels are pretty cool. I would be a friend of the clam if the clam was chill. If the clam was chill with it, I'd be a friend with the clam. Yeah. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Can you peer review my video script?
I can't. I have to do so many things. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Maybe someone in the chat can. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What's your favorite mobile suit?
I do have an answer to this. I really like Mobile Suit Leo from Gundam Wing. I think it was like one of the first Gundam models I saw a commercial for. And I think the design of it, though basic, is really cool to me because the face is just like a square. It makes it look very utilitarian, I guess. And a bunch of Leos together look very cool too. I think the second one I like is Ares. Right? I like those mobile. I like the mobile suits that don't really have a face. It looks like they're very functional. All right, next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Do you know C, C++?
I don't. I can't say I do. I've programmed in C before for a project, but I don't remember anything. It was only like very recently I understood like what manipulating memory meant. I was just like writing words with C. I'm like, why does it make me do all this? But I don't. It's too hard for me. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Do you ever think about how dolphins sleep with one eye open? What is an animal you absolutely don't trust?
Thinking. I kind of don't trust cats, to be honest. I think cats like us and we like cats, but I think if it came down to it, like if it came down to like the negotiating table between humans and cats would just stab us in the back. I think cats would stab us in the back for sure. Does anyone disagree? I feel like if you've had a cat, you would understand. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What inspired you to showcase unique OBS stuff either by creating it yourself or promoting others who have done it?
The inspiration is I want the number to go up when I share my own stuff. Because I want to show off what I make. That's important, I think. But, I mean, promoting others, when I promote someone else who does something interesting, the first time I did it, like, I know I write very hyped up messages on Twitter, but the first time I saw these things on stream, like, that's my actual emotion. I get, like, super hyped that people are doing interactive and fun OBS overlays. And when the first tweet kind of popped off, I like tried it a second time because the first one was kind of a joke, the way that I wrote it. Like I was like, I wonder how clickbaity I can make this. And then I was like, wow, that actually worked. What if I did it again? And then it worked even better. It like went omega viral the second time. So I'm like, I guess I'm just going to keep doing this until it stops working. And the most fulfilling part is I will be sitting in a stream of a streamer. Like I watch all these people. So I'll sit in a stream of a streamer I featured and I'll see people come in sometimes in real time after the tweet and be like, oh my God, I saw the tweet and I'm here now and I want to be a part of your community. and that's really cool and fun. So I mean that actually keeps me motivated because it feels like you actually kind of change people's perspective, or you know, connect them with other people, and that's really fun. Yeah, but I mean, I think the first time was I was kind of, you know, people were kind of liking my stuff on Twitter, and so when I started tweeting other stuff, it was a like, oh, if you like this, you might like this, and then I think we kind of made this huge network of interesting things, which is I think at first it's surprising to me that I'm like, oh, you didn't, you know, you couldn't find this, but you know, if the only way people are finding it right now is through the tweets, then like happy to keep doing it until there's a better solution. So. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What do you think about people who have themselves frozen after they die?
I think that's cool. I think they're cool people. You can do that? Wait a second, hold on. You can do that? Can you put me in contact with someone who can do that for me? Thank you. Yeah, put me in contact with someone who can help me out with getting frozen. It's expensive. Guys, subathon starting next week. Okay, the Frozen subathon. Freeze My Corpse subathon. We're starting next week. The Freeze-a-thon. Yes. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Undefined.
No. Man, the Google Sheets keeps breaking. Hold on, was that the last one? Nope. Nope, it just broke. Okay. Uh-oh. No match found. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? It broke. It kind of broke. It kind of... Actually, let's see if this will work. Okay, let's pull it in. No, hold on. No, I am determined. Oh shit, okay. No. Okay, that was 6. What? Okay. Okay, great. And okay, excellent. We're back on track.
Frog time. How much dedicated WAM does the Talking Frogs use?
The Talking Frogs don't take up that many resources at all. Like, the things that take up a lot of resources in OBS are the effects. Sometimes they're not optimized because they're pre-release, so that's the main issue. Okay, that was the last question of Frog Time. Any more? Do you want me to open up more? I can do a few more. I'm gonna open up more. And then I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll do a few more. Okay, I'm opening up one more. And then I'm gonna do a quick 3-minute commercial to do a stretch, because I should stretch and not sit here for my feet the whole time. And then we'll do more, and then we'll play this new game I found that I'm really excited about. Test. Hello. Hello. Okay. Let's keep frogging it up. Let's frog it up. Okay. Next caller. You are frog time. Undefined. Oh, you mother. What? What's this one? Wait, hold on. This is not the right number. Okay, that one, yes. Freeze themselves. We did that one. It skipped 2 people. The heck? Okay, here. Okay. Frog time definitely works normally.
Tell us the metronome story.
So I was talking, my music teacher asked me, have you been practicing with the metronome? And I said, you know, when your music teacher asks you if you're practicing with a metronome, that's like when your dentist asks you if you've been flossing. And so I kind of wanted to say, you know, of course I've been practicing with a metronome. Of course I've been flossing, but you know, why lie? Why tell a little white lie like that? So I'm like, no, I haven't. And they said, you got to be practicing with a metronome. So the next practice session I had, I sat down on my chair and I pulled out my phone and I unlocked my phone. It wouldn't unlock and I tried to unlock it with my face again so I could use my metronome app. And I asked myself, what am I doing? What went wrong with my life where I have to unlock my phone to use a metronome? So I ordered like a normal metronome online and returned to Jesus because like, what are we doing? I don't want to unlock my phone for anything else anymore except for phone calls and text messages and messaging. And not to like, I don't know, use a ruler or a camera. I guess my camera is fine, but there. I said it again.
Tell us the metronome story.
I mean, if you insist. So I was... Wait. Oh, no. Fuck. I messed this up. Hold on. Keep messing this up. This one. Wait. Okay.
Is this dog time?
Guys, we're having major technical difficulties. The BPMs on these CDJs are like twice as fast as they should be, and I'm trying to do math in real time, and it's just really tough, guys. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. No, this is frog time. Next caller, you're on frog time.
Favorite Pokemon?
I don't have one anymore. The child in my soul has deteriorated. Big Hog. I like Big Hog. Oh, wait, no. Cyndaquil's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I like the unknowns. Those are pretty... They had a really cool deal. Armored Mewtwo. Pikablue. I'm a big fan of Pikablue, Wizwar, and Armored Mewtwo. What are those? Those are the secret Pokemon that were rumored to be in Gold and Silver on the internet. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hi, I saw you across Bug Tinder and really dig your vibe, winky face.
I'm not on Bug Tinder. You're getting bug-fished. That's not me on Bug Tinder. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
What's the best knife in your opinion?
I can't pick between my children. I like the Costco knife Ziggy made, but Archibald recently made a new knife that I like called the X knife, which looks like the X logo. The new bad Twitter logo, but it's a knife, so that's cool. But you're making me pick between my children, and I can't do that. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hello, Apple Store. We have your loved one. We will not be returning them until you let us charge the mouse like God intended. What do you have to say?
No, I didn't make the decision that you had to charge your mouse upside down. That's not me. This is not the Apple Store. Whoever you have hostage, you should probably release them. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Do you ever plan on investigating, making an overlay in a game engine leak Godot or Source 2?
Source 2 stream overlay. That would be pretty epic, but I would love to do it in Godot. I don't know if I'd replace my entire stream overlay because I have, custom integrations, but I want to learn Godot. I don't know if I do an overlay off of it, but I do want to learn Godot. I don't know if I can do Source 2. I would love to make a Counter-Strike map. I want to learn how to do that. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Tell the metronome story again, but make it a horror story.
Okay, so I was talking with my haunted music teacher, and they were like, have you been practicing with a metronome? But they said it in a really haunted voice. And so and that's like when your haunted dentist says, have you been flossing? Because if you're not flossing, I'm gonna have to kill you. So in the moment, I was scared for my life, and I said, yes, of course I've been practicing with the metronome. Oh God, please don't hurt me. And so when I went to sit down in my practice chair for a practice session, it was like 2 a.m, and everyone was asleep. It was really cold. It was getting colder than usual. And I felt a tapping on my shoulder. Tap, tap. And I turned around, I'm like, who's that? The tapping wouldn't go away. I started getting really freaked out. I was completely frozen in my chair. They kept tapping my shoulder. They said, tap, tap, tap. And that's when I realized they were tapping to the beat. They were tapping to the beat of the metronome. The end. That spooky enough for you? But who was metronome? Who was the metronome? Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
I've found a way to do the MS Edge voices, but I'm missing the natural voices. SMH Microsoft, fix your products.
You should be able to get the... I wouldn't be surprised if they lock them away in the actual Edge browser, and it's hard to actually get... Because I think you can access them through the API through Azure, but then it costs money maybe? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually needed the Edge browser open. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
I am reaching out to tell you about your car's extended warranty.
No, this is my Q&A stream where you can call in and ask me questions. This is not... Wait, hold on. You're trying to sell me something. Next caller, you're on Frog Time. Oh, shit.
You like Big Hog.
No. No.
What is that? It's the unknown.
It is unknown, Professor. It is the unknown. Next caller, you're on frog time.
What ability from an anime would you want?
I think in Steins Gate, where they can text messages back in time is pretty cool. Because I would just text like... I would text myself back in time. I would say... NVIDIA... Like the text message I would send is... NVDA 942 03/22/2024. I would text myself the Nvidia stock price is going to be $942 on March 22nd, 2024, and I would send that back in time to like 2020, something like that. I would just play the stock market. That was a cool power. I think if I was edgy, I would stay the Death Note. That seems too dangerous. That seems insane. That would be an insane power to have, with like insane ramifications on society. What's another cool power? I think in Code Geass, the guy who could like make people do whatever he wants with the eye thing. I think that turned out not to be too great for them in the end, so I don't want that. In Yume Nikki, he has the phone that like can tell him the future. That would be kind of... Actually, I don't want that. That's scary to know the future. I guess there's all those My Hero Academia powers. I don't know. Those... I'd never watched the shows all the way through, so I don't remember. In Nichijou, there's that girl who just has military grade weapons on her at all times. And every time she shoots someone, they don't die. She just shoots them and it's for comedic effect and they just slightly get bruised. That's the power I want. I want to be that girl. I want to be able to like pull out a revolver and blast someone, but like no one gets hurt. It's just for comedic effect. Pilot the Ava? That's not a superpower. That's just emotional trauma. I don't need that power. I am that girl. Does everyone know who I'm talking about, that girl? Next caller, you're on frog time.
Undefined.
What? Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay, Pazuzu, we're gonna get back to your question. I messed this up again. Oh, what was my favorite night? What's my favorite night? Okay, I should answer that. I'm gonna start this up.
What's your favorite night?
Game night? Fortnite? Fortnite? Is that the answer? Next caller, you're on frog time.
Thoughts on Oda Nobunaga's controversial march on Kyoto to install Ashikaga Yoshiaki as the new shogunate?
Maybe he shouldn't have killed all those people. Actually, I don't want to say something that is actually, like, wrong. That did happen. That did happen. Next caller, you're on... Oh my god, thank you for the 100 bits. Justro. Next caller, you're on frog time. Can people hear the sound alerts? I assume you can.
Undefined.
What the heck? Oh, no, you literally just say undefined.
We know you're a massive Drake fan. What are your thoughts on the beef with Kendrick Lamar?
I'm scared that I could actually say something and then it would get clipped and then I would get annihilated because I'm peripherally aware this is happening. I am peripherally aware that something like this is happening. There's like diss tracks being made, but that is the extent of what I know. I'm not a... They seem like people. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hello, Shin. This is Dr. Martin from the Sexual Health Clinic. We just got your panel back and you've tested positive for hepatitis A, SC, H, K, and R. We've ASLO detected
okay,
a new form
maybe
form
not right
gonorrhea,
now.
previously only seen in frogs. Also, I'm not sure how, but you're also pregnant.
No.
Please give me a call back as soon as you get this so we can go over your results in more detail.
They must have gotten the wrong number. They must have gotten the wrong number. That must have been the wrong number. That must have been that must have been the wrong number.
Undefined.
What the heck?
Are you really pregnant?
No.
Have you ever been hit by a wet spaghetti noodle because you confused your partner and mom and kissed your knife? Backslash 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 backslash. Well, that's how it feels to drive a Ford F-150.
What?
Are you really pregnant?
No.
Can you name your child Shock?
I'm not having a child. I am not having a child.
Undefined.
What? What? Oh. Why so undefined?
Who's the father?
No one is the father. No one is pregnant, okay? No one in my knowledge is pregnant.
Shindig's pregnant?
I am not pregnant.
Are you pregnant?
I'm definitely not pregnant. I'm definitely not pregnant.
Have you ever felt not so fresh?
Definitely when I don't get enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is important.
How's your son?
My son. He's on his iPad. He's doing a Roblox right now. He's doing a Roblox.
If you could play one game for the first time again, what would it be?
Easily the Outer Wilds, because it's a game that you can only play once, but it is such an incredible experience when it all starts clicking together. And I feel very lucky that I was not spoiled and I just got through. I was able to experience everything as clearly as possible. But it's like an escape room where you could never ever do it again. I mean, that being said, there's also an escape room that I've done that I wish I could do over again. I probably because I don't remember the solutions, but the Outer Wilds is the definition of this game. It's like it's a purely just play the game. I unironically think it's probably one of the best games released easily in the decade that it was released in, if not like the 2000s, if not like all of video game history. It's really good.
What have you been taking for the morning sickness?
I'm not pregnant.
He Shin, this is Marthax from Bugtender. You never called back after our first date. Did you get those lab results back yet?
This is not. Whoa. This is hold on. I mean, you shouldn't be calling this line and.
Undefined.
Oops. Okay.
What is a niche that you like / enjoy?
I'm very into streaming right now and doing interactive streams, so I think that qualifies as niche. Maybe outside streaming. I mean, my hobby now is like audio / music hardware. That's very fun for me. Trying to think of like of something even more focused than that. I think interactive streaming is it. Like this community of people who make their streams interesting with audience interaction. I mean, I spend the most time on that probably. I'm trying to think of something more interesting to say than that. I like pickles. I like pickled things. I like flavor, like different flavors of pickles. I like fermented foods. I always order the pickle plate. That I enjoy those things. that counts. That counts. That counts.
How did you stop hating yourself?
Who said I stopped? But I don't know. There's comfort in knowing that like you can't, like no one can out hate you. You know what I mean? Like I like in a one-on-one like self-hate contest or like hating me contest, like I would win 120% of the time. Like if people are like, oh, like they're your hate. I don't know. And that, I don't know. That makes me not stop because it's like, oh, like no one can hate me more than I can do it myself. And that makes me happy. I think like that doesn't make me feel bad or like negative. I'm like, oh, I can just do that. Like you think you hate me? Like I'm the fucking gold medal Olympic back-to-back year after year after year prime hater of myself. And that makes me feel good, you know? That makes me feel like I think that's good because it's like, you know, you don't let the judgment of others affect you. And here's the life hack. Here's the life hack with that. And then you're like, oh, but then you just hate yourself all the time, right? Then you just stop. And then all the hate's gone. All the hate's gone. When you realize you're your own worst critic, you can do everything free of self-cringe because no one else. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's like the way I look at it. It's not like I actually detest myself. It's like, well, if you know, no one can be more cringe than me, so get owned. But I never stop. I'm a primal hater. Yeah, but don't listen to this is not actual health advice. You should talk to someone who, if that's how you really feel, you should talk to a professional. But I think everyone has like a element of like self. I think for me what was helpful is like everyone has an element of self-doubt that can't be I think that's everyone's struggle. But what is freeing is that like no one will ever, like, you know yourself the best, and that goes both for like your strengths and like your, you know, what you don't like about yourself. And to me that's freeing, because that means like no one else can ever tell me, you know, what the worst part of myself is, I guess. I'm gonna stop talking about this. Yeah, let's go to the video game question. Let me go to the video game question.
Can you be a hater for 1 second real quick?
I am. Am I not? Do I ever stop? Do I ever stop? I do. I guess I try not to be a public hater, like because, you know, there's already a lot of negative energy on the internet. Yeah, I think here's my actual thought on it, which is like, I don't need to put my opinion out there because here's a way you can flip it, okay? Simple mind trick, simple life hack. Do people on the internet deserve your opinion? And that's not like your opinion is bad and so you inflict bad opinions on other. It's that you have good opinions. Like, you have good opinions, you have good taste. Why do strangers deserve to hear how awesome you are? Like, what, how does that serve you? They can't see how with it you are. They will never understand how good you are in your head. They will never understand how based you are. So why share it, you know, if they're just going to misunderstand you? Keep it in the group chat. Expert notes on gatekeeping. Yeah, I'm gatekeeping. I think there's a healthy form of gatekeeping, which is it's gatekeeping my thoughts. I do gatekeep my thoughts. I do have hater energy, but like, I think it's healthy to keep the hater energy in some ways, you know, not out there. Those are the intrusive thoughts for sure, right? I believe in low-level gatekeeping. I do too, but I think there are two types of people in the world. There's like, you know, people who aren't into gatekeeping and people who are kind of gatekeepy. But like the gatekeepy people are kind of like a manifestation of this is that everything's like Dark Souls, right? It's like Dark Souls is hard and that's good because it makes you like learn and be better. I think that's, in my opinion, that's like a pretty okay form of gatekeeping because it's like, it's kind of like a you can do it gatekeeping. I think it manifests in like a negative way because it's just like you should suffer. But the other side of the coin, like you can read it in two ways, and some people read it as like you will suffer but you can do it. But the other side you can read it is like you should suffer, which I understand that's not great. But my gatekeeping take is like, I think Dark Souls gatekeeping is silly because Dark Souls is a single player game and it's only as hard as the designer. The designer still wants you to beat the game. Does that make sense? Like you can like it's not like getting locked with Gary Kasparov for eternity playing chess. Like if you're locked in a room forced to beat Dark Souls, I believe anyone can do it. The more interesting thing to me is like being locked for eternity, having to play chess against Gary Kasparov and then like leaving. Like that's an interesting form of gatekeeping to me, which is like, oh man, like that could actually be an impossible problem for you. Like you have to just evolve into a new human to beat that challenge. Versus Dark Souls, it's like it's meant to be beaten. So, but I don't know. Wherever people find their inspiration to be better, that's cool. That's awesome. Just simply outlast. Yeah, there's that too. No, games that are like games like chess are interesting to me because it's like there are games like Call of Duty where like your success is tied to your profile because you have like specific loadouts you need to unlock. But games like chess are interesting to me because you can show up to any chess board and like if you are good enough, you win it doesn't matter what the chessboard looks like. It doesn't matter kind of who's on the other side. It's just like you're just good. I think that's interesting. Okay. Sorry, let me be a hater for 1 second. Let me give you a real hater energy. I don't know. I need some help. What's a topic I can be a hater for? Anime. Anime is too easy to be a hater about. Hate on haters. Too simple. That J-pop. Oh, I could talk about J-pop. I think this is actual boomer hater energy in my opinion, and yeah, this is my own boomer opinion, so don't clip me and cancel me, please. I swear to God, if you clip this part out, I'm gonna interject this thing in the middle of what I'm saying, so you can never clip me out of context. Most modern J-pop, I feel, is like trending towards the same style. And this is only my opinion, and this is like my own taste, and I think if you like it's fine. I do like a lot of modern J-pop. But I find myself being a boomer and like going back and listening to older J-pop, techno pop from like 90s, 2000s. And I'm sure they all had their own same style too, and people had the same opinions, but like like it kind of is getting homogenous, I think, in some ways, in my opinion. In my uneducated, stupid opinion, I'm an idiot. Which is fine, because I think it's just like young artists like making the new trend, but it's like, yeah. What do you think of the Netflix Adaptation 3 Body Problem? I haven't watched it all the way through yet. Yeah, I guess like all the characters, it doesn't take place in China, so that already activates my hater energy. To be honest, the flashbacks I've seen so far are pretty good. So, no anti-hater energy there. It's manufactured, but I mean, if I say that critique, then like J-pop has always been kind of a music industry thing, right? Like that's just how it is. So I don't think that's super fair. Yeah, I find myself not listening to modern J-pop as much compared to like older J-pop stuff. I'm going back to hater stuff. Mice. Yeah, most mice are bad. Unfortunately, I think like the best mice is gaming mice. Sadly. Streamers, that will get me in trouble. Twitter. This is not hater energy, but the moment I just looked at Twitter as like purely for self-promotion and not anything else, it made my life better. Any music industry. Yes, I think to say like music is manufactured, my like relationship with like music consumption has been changing a lot lately. I'm like totally chill with like manufactured music. I think what is actually more toxic is the idea that there's a sense of like pure music and pure art. I think that mindset is actually more toxic than accepting that some things about music and art is manufactured. Because if you accept that, then you can just like be at peace with that and be like, okay, it's not for me or it is for me. Versus like, in some ways, okay, this is actually a hot take. Don't clip me out of context, but I think this is a useful analogy. It's like saying something isn't like quote unquote real music or like real or not real or really art or not art is kind of like saying it's woke or not woke. It's like completely meaningless. It's just like shit you say, but has no actual foundation. It's like pure vibe. That's it. It's like pure vibe. Versus like, I think AI music is mostly terrible, but like in some ways it is still like someone typed something in and it's like the most basic form of yeah, I wanted to express this thing and this machine did it for me. I still think it's yeah, it's not great. I don't like it, but it still resulted from someone like wanting to do something. I think it's more of an, like, to me, it's not like the AI makes music that all sounds the same. I think it is, okay, this is like getting deep into it. Most people do not have a language to describe music. Like, most people cannot describe the music they want to make. And so if you can't speak the language, you can only say like, I want a vibe that's close to this, right? And if that's all you're operating off of, then like it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to stand out in a certain way. Like in the same way someone's like, oh, I want to make a video game, but I don't know how to code. Well, I mean, that's also fine, but it's like, if you know the deeper mechanics of what you want to do, if you know the craft of what you want to do, you can express more. You can make a more unique idea. You can express something more deeply versus like, you're like, oh, I'm just kind of thinking this vibe. Then you can. Let me flip it around. I am not a good illustrator, right? I can't draw. So I had to tell an artist, I had to tell a narrator, like, I'm thinking like a Nichijou vibe. Like if I had to do it myself, it would be terrible because I don't know the illustration languages. I don't know the shapes. I don't know the forms. I don't know the poses. And so I needed someone to help me with that. The difference with AI is like the machine helps you with that, and the machine doesn't even have a concept of those things. It just is like random numerical relationships. Yeah. And I don't know, it could be the future, could not be the future, but like for me, that's just not what is interesting about. Like the AI hype does not make me afraid or anything. Actually, yeah, hold on. This is unlocking my hater energy. AI to me is not like, I feel like no two ways about it. I'm like, yeah, maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not. I don't know, I don't care. But the folks who are like, this is the future of like expression, that to me speaks to like, you've never eaten anything but like white bread in your life. Like you need to touch, you need to like write a poem and rip it up, and you need to write a poem, not show anyone, and rip it up and feel the fulfillment of like self-expression. Like I don't have anything against people like using AI tools or anything like that, but like when it is like, this is a very narrow like form of salesmanship and hype, which is like, oh yeah, we can just make movies with AI now. It's like, that's not the point. Like it's like making the AI like do the boring editing, or maybe like an inspiring platform or jumping off point. But like to make it do all the things, it's like, yeah, now I have a robot to clean my room, to write my music, to like do my paintings. Then like, what am I doing as a person existing in the world? Like, I don't know. It's a tool, not the final product. Yeah. I mean, there are definitely like nuances to that, but like, it is a specific type of person on the internet who tries to sell it that way. And I've seen really interesting, cool AI images from real artists. That are like, that's real. I was like, wow, that I would have never thought to use AI to do something like that. But for the most part, it's like, hey guys, I made, I put like Obama on top of dragon with samurai sword, and it's like, okay, well, you know, I'm happy you're happy, but like, you know, I also think that's fine. I just also think it's funny we're incinerating like 9 million 4090s to do that too. I think that's cool. I think I'm at peace with it because like learning music, you realize music has kind of already hit that end game. The funny thing about AI music is like, in my opinion, music technology and production is kind of already like end gamed a lot. Like you can produce realistic guitar sounds on a computer. it sound like someone's playing it. You can reproduce nearly any sound you want on your computer. We have a whole ecosystem around people just being like, hey, I made like the entire bridge of a song for you. You can just use that license free, right? Or like pay me a fee, right? And so like this idea that a machine will like cobble this all together for us, it's like, okay, but like the ingredients are already there. They're easier than ever. Like I just feel like there's rarely a frontier left to conquer. You know, it's like a luxury for luxury's sake, I guess. There's also like a really underlying interesting thing with AI that's like, actually, let me talk about like music with AI, which is, it's a really hard conversation to have because immediately when you talk about music production, it immediately like the brain poison immediately, and this is with art, I think illustration too. I've seen this, I think, with illustration takes too. The immediate brain poison is that good equals high quality, like high fidelity. That's like the one thing that I think is like fucks the conversation, and that like anything of value has to be attached to like the commercial industry. So it's like with music, there, in my opinion, just at least like the music stuff I get, a lot of the implicit statements I see are like, it's only of value if it's high fidelity and somehow embedded in like the music industry, EX, like record labels, agencies, etc. Or like your picture is only good if it like is popular in social media. Like those are like completely separate things from like the actual act of producing it, which I think poisons the whole conversation, and it's like hard to talk about. What's funny about, I think, Gen AI is like at some point it kind of is just like a stock X generator, and like that's great. I think that's fine. That could be okay. But it's like getting hyped up as more. Wow, this question like destroyed the stream. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll leave you with like one thing I think is actually valuable, and I hope this is actually valuable to someone. So any new tech has to be built on hype, because like that's how it gets sold. So like it's best to make your own opinion and like remove the hype out of it. Like if someone is telling you this is going to be the future of X, don't believe that. Imagine a world where it's kind of like the most boring version of it. Like AI will not clean your room, but just imagine you wake up one day and it just like is something you can use, like the smartphone. It's just like, it's just there. And a lot of the doomerism is like, I would advise, doomerism in itself is also hype. Like if you are the CEO of an AI company, you actually do want people to be doomers about AI. It's like, oh, it's going to replace everything. It's going to be bad. Because the only way that can happen is if the AI is actually good. Right? So if you believe in doomerism, then you believe AI can actually be good. And they need you to believe the AI is actually good. Right? Because in some ways it's not good. In some ways it kind of sucks at some things. And so if you believe the doomerism, you're actually kind of hyping it up still, because you're like saying implicitly, dude, this thing is actually really good as it is right now. It's actually really good. It could replace everybody. And in some ways it's not there. It's like it can never be there. It can get good, but the other part of the equation that you don't see is it's really fucking expensive. So that's the other part of it, right? The other part of it you don't see is like every time you type like Mario at January 6th, it's like that just costs like $3,000 at the data center that they're just bankrolling, something like that. I could be making that part up, but the part that is actually valuable is like channel your hater energy that like the hype will not affect you, because I found the tool valuable in my life for like coding stuff. That's like great at that. I'm not going to pretend it's great for like other stuff I needed to do. And the problem with that is like, here's the problem with that, which is like, if AI is only good at coding, right? If AI is only good at being a junior software engineer that you can bounce ideas off of, That's not a 50 cajillion dollar industry. Like what the industry is trying to sell you is AI is not just your friendly little fake software engineer. It can do art, it can do self-driving, it can do all this stuff. And that's how they sell like people and investors to get a cajillion dollars. Because if it's just replaces software engineers, that's not, you can't make as much money off. You can only make a couple billion off that. You can't make a couple cajillion off that, you know what I mean? So it's got to be bigger. It's got to be bigger to justify all the hyper growth. It's a first-year intern coder, and that's insane. That's actually insane that it can do that, because I need one of those guys. Those guys used to, I mean, I'm sorry, but like first-year intern coders who are doing first-year intern coder quality work for streamers, they might be out of a job. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for me, like the AI still gets a lot of stuff wrong for coding too. So it's easily, if you know what you're doing, you can see like stuff that you're like, okay, I have to correct you on shit. I'm gonna move on. I've been on this for too long. Next caller on Frog Time.
What's your highest cookie count on Cookie Clicker? Approximate is fine too.
I'm sorry, I went on that for too long. I'm sorry, guys. You did unleash my hater energy though, so there you go. I did not get to like the grandma universe. I think I got to like something really simple, like cookie colonization on other planets, but I never reset the universe. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
First video game you ever play?
I think it's Donkey Kong Country, which is a solid first game to play, but like the Donkey Kong Country for the Super NES, and then probably after that Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario World on the Super NES. So then when I played the normal NES with the original Mario, I'm like, the graphics aren't as good on this. This game is bad compared to the good one. So I have a very fond spot for Donkey Kong Country. I really like that game.
With the first rotation of Kolaf's cards done, who do you think it's gonna be the first character to get a second one outside of Miku? Also, do you like grapes?
I do like grapes, but I don't understand anything before that. Miku's cool.
Stream concept. You're at a house party in Yiling, yep. Your friends keep showing you old memes and asking you to react. The ones without phones are still just quoting movies.
Yes. I do have a house party concept. Facade. Facade. Whatever that game is. But also a house party concept where there's a photo booth and we all get in a photo booth and we take pictures. Next caller, you're on Frog Time.
Hey, Binteeg, what is your favorite Kirby character? Mine is Waddle Dee personally. He's just too cute.
I don't have... It's hard for me to remember. I think Waddle Dee is up there. For sure. If not actual Kirby. Waddle Dee's up there.
Undefined.
No. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to read this out. Do you have any strong opinions on strong opinions? I do. I think, unfortunately, in this current era, you shouldn't take any strong opinions seriously, because the incentive right now is to have strong opinions, because everything and everyone is content, and so strong opinions are good content. Like, I think, I actually believe this. Like, I just don't listen to anyone's super strong opinion unless I really want to. Because, like, the first thing I say is, like, you're actually just saying that for content. I know that sounds sad, but I think it's, like, kind of true. Okay. Thank you for your questions. I'm sorry I went on a long AI rant. My TLDR AI thing is, it's cool. Don't be weird about it. Some people are weird about it. Just ignore them. The end. good way to look at things on the internet too. I think people used to get on the internet and lie for fun, but now there's like so much ad money on top of it, so the incentive is even crazier. Okay, guys, I actually do want to game. Hold on, let me try something really quick. Let me try. I'm gonna try something crazy. 1 second. Am I still here? Am I dead? Wait, hello? Hello? Wait, hello? Can you not see this? Can you not see this picture? Test. Test. Wait, hello? Can you see this? Is this the Costco card? Let's go. Wait, refresh, guys, refresh. I think you guys, I think you're super delayed. I think you're really delayed. So you guys might need to refresh really quick. Okay, cool. So I actually feel so bad going on that super stupid long AI rant because it doesn't mean anything. Okay, my actual position on AI, who cares? Oh, you can't hear me? Test. Whoa, test, hello? Hello? Okay, hold on. Can someone tell me? I think I'm not muted. What the heck? What the? Oh, it's fine after refreshing? Okay, refresh. Actually, I'll just stop. Hold on. You can hear me? I hate you guys so much. Why would you lie? Why would you lie? Why would you fucking lie like that? Why? What have I done? What have I done? Even after restart?